You're wondering what all this angel talk is. What are angels? Do I have angels? All of the angel questions. And so if you are asking any of those questions, then I'm so glad you found me. My name is Janika and I am an author, I'm a hypnotherapist, and I'm a psychic guide helping people live and share the story that they're born to tell. And the other entities that help people live the story that they're born to tell are angels. So we'll be talking about that today. So if I'm to summarize what angels are, it's a big ask, but to keep this video short, what I will say is that these angels and angelic beings, they work as messengers, divine messengers between source or God or whatever you'd like to call that power and us here on earth and in human form living our day-to-day life. You've likely heard about angels before or have heard about angel numbers or angel stories because it's actually really common and a lot of people have interactions with their team in spirit that are angels, from their guardian angels, which I'll touch on, and also archangels. There's been books and movies, and I remember that show Touched by an Angel. That's probably showing my age right now. But I have just always grown up knowing that these angelic beings were real, even though we couldn't always see them, or not every single person is able to visually see them with their naked eye. A lot of different cultures or religions will talk about this. So that's always been really interesting to me, that no matter where you're from or what your background is or how you've grown up, you've probably heard about an angel before. So I'm going to start with describing what the guardian angels are. So from what I have been shown, guardian angels are with us and have been with us since the beginning. So each of us will have, one, sometimes some clients have more than one, but essentially these guardian angels have been with us from birth until death and also throughout different lifetimes. So they know us really, really well. Sometimes they know us better than we know ourselves, and their love for us is just unconditional love. Working with guardian angels can help you make big decisions. You can connect and ask for signs from them. And I find the more time you spend actively seeking your guardian angel or your team in angel form to assist you, the more messages and the more they try to communicate with you as well. So stick around to the end of this video where I'll be sharing 5 ways that you can connect with your team and your angels a little bit more. While we have our guardian angel that is solely focused on us, I mean, how lucky are we? We also have the ability to call on the archangels, which are angels that have ability to essentially help pretty much every single person on the planet at the same time if they need to. So the archangels, you've probably heard of Archangel Michael. He's, the protector. You might have heard of Archangel Raphael, who's the healer, and also the archangel of love and travel and vitality. So not a lot of people know that about him. Or Archangel Gabriel, Zadkiel. There's so many. And I would love to do a video where I kind of go through what each one is known for. But these archangels, they're known for a specific talent or thing. And so while all the archangels can assist you, sometimes it's better if you call on the specific one for the specific thing that you're requesting or you need assistance with. That's why knowing the different types of archangels and what they're all known for is really useful. So our angels and the angels are always communicating with us, and they're trying to get through to us, although they will never step in and, make an outcome for us unless we ask for their assistance, or they'll never try and show us a certain way unless we're asking, hey, show me. I'm open to being shown. So in terms of connecting with angels, the angels really, really honor our free will as humans. And so whilst there are those extreme circumstances where you might have heard of someone saying, I felt like an angel yanked me out of the car before the car accident, oftentimes they will really, really need us to say, hey, angels, guardian angels, archangel XYZ, I'm needing assistance here. I'm wanting you to show me. I'm open to you showing me and asking for that help. The angels will also communicate with us, and they do this frequently through, you've probably heard of angel numbers or experienced angel numbers if you're here watching these videos. So, things like 111, which is all about new beginnings and being on an aligned path and having your thoughts align with your reality. There's 222, which is all about balance and harmony and partnerships. There's also 444, which I had a lot of clients today that were experiencing 444, which was the message of protection and that you're supported, and to remind you that your team is there waiting for you to call on them. And so if we're wanting to call on them, you've probably got to this point in the video and you're like, yeah, I want to know, how do I connect more with the angels? How do I get to talk to my guardian angel? I know I have one, so how do I connect and make that relationship? And so I'm going to give you 5 steps. So step 1, I think it's really important to have a really clear intention about what you are seeking from them. So this will help you decide which archangel you're going to call in, but it also just helps you get really clear on your intention. Like, what are you needing help with? What are you needing guidance from? What are you needing support or protection from? So getting really clear on that intention. Step 2 that can also help is having a bit of a ritual around how you invoke this help and how you open it up to have the angels come and communicate with you. So you might like to create a sacred space, or you might like to use tarot cards or a particular crystal, or light a white candle, or all of the things. Go for a walk in nature, hug a tree, whatever it might be. Have some sort of ritual around, okay, I'm going to start initiating this communication with my angels, and when I'm starting to initiate it, I like to do XYZ. This can help them as well. They'll be able to see, okay, Janika's starting to light her white candle and get out that specific crystal in her angel card. She is going to ask for our assistance, and we're there. Step 3, to assist me in getting the messages and accurately interpreting them, and you too, what we need to do is raise our vibration. So I do this through meditation. You can do it, like I said, going for a walk in nature, being outdoors. But I find that when I'm wanting to call on the angels, I need to raise my vibration so that they can lower theirs and meet me where I'm at, so we can have that dialogue and that communication. They can hear me and vice versa. So I like to sit in silence and just really focus on my breathing, and I do this through a couple of different ways. This morning, for example, I did 27 breaths where I breathed in, I held it for 4, and then I breathed out and I held it for 4. I did that 27 times, and by the time that was finished, I felt like my vibration had completely lifted and I was ready to then invoke their help. So then step 4, once I've said it, I've had my prayer or whatever you want to call it, I've had the dialogue with them, I've communicated with them, then I am going to walk away and start to actively be open to receiving. So I'm going to have my eye out for the specific sign that I asked for. I'm going to be looking for the little clues that my team, the angels, are leaving me to show me, hey, Janika, this way, not this way. So this can be feelings in my body, it can be white feathers, it can be a sequence of numbers, any ways that they communicate with you. And the more that you evoke their help, the more that they will send you specific signs, and you'll get to know what they like to send. And then once you've received your signs, or you've received your guidance or your help, then the most important thing I think to do is have step 5, which is just expressing your gratitude and saying thank you. Thank you for showing me that. Thank you. I'm open to receiving more connection from you. I'm open to receiving more communication with you. And even if the message that they've given you isn't super clear, I still think it's really important to say thank you, because angelic communication is often really subtle. It's really, really gentle. It's very, very relaxed and calm. And you'll know when you receive your sign from the angels, because it is of that higher frequency that the angelic frequency is. So that's probably where I'll leave it today. It's just a bit of a summary on angels and how you can start to connect with them. Keeping in mind, we have free will and they honor it. So we have to be asking for their guidance and be open to receiving their messages. I would love to hear any of your stories of experiences with angels or anything like that. So please get in touch with me, leave a comment, subscribe, get to know me, and let's share.